Hello, welcome back to the Garcia Center. I am Mr. Eugene, and today we're making our snowman, and we're learning about highlights, shadows, and the midtones. So for example here, the highlight's the widest part. That's where like the light is hitting the snowman most, and the shadow is where the light hits the snowman the least. And of course I have this little shadow right here in the bottom of the base of the snow. And for this project, you're gonna need your colored paper, this color paper, and your cup, which has a piece of black charcoal and a white pastel. And the first step is to draw your circles. If you want, you can use a pencil. You don't feel as confident using the pastel. To draw your circles, you can always use your pencil first and cover it with the pastel. For my purposes, I'm gonna just go straight using the pastel. I'm gonna start off with the head first, which is gonna be my smallest circle. The body, or the middle part where the stomach would probably be, would be my middle size circle. And then the larger will be the base of the snowman, will be the larger circle. And I also can go ahead and add my horizon line, which is where the snowman's sitting down on the ground. So I just put a line right across it in the white. And then now I'm gonna start doing my highlight. And I'm just, what I did here, have the highlight come from one side. And so I just put some more pastel. For example, I'll start on the top part, the head, and then with my finger, I'm just pushing that pastel inward the circle. If you want it more wider, add more white. And then leave the side very white, and then go in and leave the edge of the circle really white. And again, use your finger to push that in to add some of the whiteness to the colored paper. And again, to the bottom part, the midsection of the snowman, add some of your white pastel. And kind of just blend it into the paper. And again, to the base of the snowman. Put it thicker. You should have enough white pastel for this project. And how it softened it up a little bit. But then I'm going to go back to the edges and really leave that white line in there. So it shows that's the brightest part of the snowman. And then with the blacks, our shadow will be the opposite side of the snowman. So I'm gonna put it on the edge. And I kind of go a little, same thing, just push inward. If you want it darker, add more charcoal. Use your finger, just like how I'm using it, or if you want to keep your fingers a little clean, you can always wash your hands. But you can also, maybe if you want, put a little tissue paper, maybe, or toilet paper around your finger if you don't want to get your fingers dirty. But again, just washes right off your clothes and off your hands. And if you might get some on your face, it'll come off your face. And this one right here, put black on the side, and I kind of put a little bit of black on the bottom of the circle, the top circle, because there's a little shadow there where the head lays on top of the snowman's stomach. Just smudge it. Again, if you want to add more black, you can. You may want to add more as you go along, seeing where you need to add it. Adding the black. Now going to the base of the snowman. Again, going underneath that circle on the bottom to show there's a little like drop shadow where the sections are at. So I'm kind of defining the sections of the snowman too, not just so you can see where the head is sitting on the torso, or the middle part of the stomach of the snowman, and you can see the middle part of the snowman sitting on the base of the snowman. So you get all those little details like that to show dimension. It just means we're showing, we're trying to make it look like almost like it's realistic in a way where you can see, you can walk around it, or you know there's a light hitting one side and there's a shadow on the other. And now I have my black, my white. I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'll do the face of the snowman. Design it however you want it. And I'm just making coal eyes and a black nose. If you have maybe an orange color marker, crayon, colored pencil, you can use that too as well if you want to add some color to it. But I'm sticking with the black and white. My face details, now I'm going to add the buttons. Let's see, do I want to add a little bit more black right here. Again, once you go along with your snowman, you may find places where you need to add more shadows, or you may want to add more highlights. Once you have that, I can go ahead and add my arms, which pretty much just like tree branches or twigs. And it's rare that we actually make snowmen here in South Texas. I know it's probably every like 10, 15 years you can probably make a snowman. Simple, just like tree branches. And then again, I want to add, and see, mine I added a top hat. I added a top hat here. You can add a hat if you want to yours, or make it the way you want to make it. Even my top hat have a little bit of dimension where I added a highlight to the top hat. So all I did was just add my white to my hat to one side, and I kind of like blended the white with the black a little bit to show that that's the highlight of the hat. So there's like a light shining on it. Again, just go ahead and press that white pastel down, and again you can mix it. So I have my little top hat right here. Just make sure one part of the top hat's really dark and one side's white or really light. And now I'm going to add my snow in the bottom, which I'm just using the side of my pastel stick. So I'm just rub it against here, and again make it a little bit lighter. Keep this part a little in the middle, and maybe here not so much white pastel. And again, I'll make a shadow where the snowman's sitting on the snow. So with my black, I'm going to the bottom of the base of the snowman. Again, softening that black to make it more like a shadow. So my little snowman has his shadow right here. So it shows that he's sitting on the ground. He's not floating in the air. And then if you want to add a sky, you can use colors, or again, I'm keeping them just simple with black and white. I'm going to add a moon. And I'm also going to add some snow, or just little dots and circles. Just I'm putting them randomly on the background. Let's see, put a little more right here. That includes our snowman project. Again, we're using values, we're using shadows and highlights. And I'll see you next time while we explore more projects using shadows.